welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another In the Cart or Forgot About. This is going to be a new weekly series here on my channel. I'm going to do it every single Monday. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about new makeup releases that are coming out, and we're going to dig into them, talk about them, and see my feelings on them, if I want to put them in my cart or forget about them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before we get started, and let's go ahead and do it. The newest launch first that has me the most excited about. This is the Lemonade palette from Dominique Cosmetics. I'm really excited for this launch. She's also coming out with 3 liquid lipsticks. We haven't seen prices on those yet. We have a few pictures to base it off of, so I'm mostly excited for the Lemonade palette. I really like the Latte palette from Dominique Cosmetics. This is Kristen Dominique's new line, and I really do love the Latte palette. I use it all the time. It's really quickly became one of my favorite palettes. The formula of it is really good, and I just love the shade selection in this. So now we have the new Lemonade palette, which I'm really excited about as well. I am going to say that a few of the shades in the Lemonade palette look pretty similar to some that are in the Latte palette, so I'll be curious once I get it. I am planning on purchasing this once I get it to kind of see how similar they are, because a few of those shades look pretty close. So I'll be curious when I do pick this up. I am planning on getting it. Like I said, the formula is really good, and I'm really excited about this launch. Let me know if you guys are excited about it as well. FARSALI is releasing 2 new shades of their Jelly Beam highlight. I do have the Jelly Beam from them, and I do like it. It's not my favorite thing ever, but I do think it's really pretty. It's definitely very blinding. You definitely have to work fast with it though, because it does dry down pretty quickly. But they have 2 new shades. There's going to be a gold one, and then also, or like a rose gold, and then also a pink one, and they look really pretty. The swatches look really nice. I don't think personally I'm gonna pick these up. I don't know. I love my original one, and it's just not something that I reach for all the time though. So I think for me, I'm gonna go ahead and pass over this one. It says that they are going to be available on June 4th. I definitely think that they're a really cool formula. They're definitely very different how they are like the jelly formula. I think that they're really cool and innovative, but I don't think I'm gonna be getting the newest shades. The next launch I want to talk about is from MELTCOSMETICS, and I'm reading this now on Trendmood. They are coming out with a new palette, and this is going to be called Gemini, and it includes 10 eyeshadows in matte and metallic finishes. It's going to be $58, and the colors in this palette actually look really different. I kind of like it. It's like a warm palette, but it has a few green shades in there. I'm really into like that army green color, and it has quite a few of those, and then it also has a nice mustardy yellow, and then there's like a nice warm yellow as well. So I think that this is a pretty palette. It is $58, which is a bit high. I've never tried anything from MELTCOSMETICS. I have wanted to try, they have like their stacks, and I've always wanted to try those. I've heard really good things about the formula of their eyeshadows, but I have not personally tried them. It says this is going to be available on June 2nd. I think for me, I'm going to go ahead and pass over this one as well. I don't know. There's nothing that really draws me in to this palette that makes me want to buy a $60 palette. So for me, I don't think it's really necessarily needed in my makeup collection, although I do want to try out different products from them. I want to try out their stacks for sure. And I like the fact that they're doing a palette. I think that that's really cool. But for me, this one just doesn't really grab my attention. Let me know though if you guys have tried anything from the brand, and if you have anything you want to recommend to me. I am thinking about making an order with them, but I don't think that I'm going to pick this one up. We have some new launches from ColourPop. We have the Fortune eyeshadow palette, as well as some new face duos. So these have a bronzer and a highlight in them. And then we also have 16 new shades of the glossy lips. So from this, the eyeshadow palette, to me, I don't want to say boring, but it looks pretty boring. There's nothing really that stands out in this to me. I really love ColourPop's eyeshadows. I think that their formula is amazing, and this definitely looks like an okay palette, just nothing that really catches my attention on this. The duos, though, look really cool. These have some nice bronzer shade, it looks like, as well as the highlighters look really pretty, so there's 3 different ones in that, and I'm definitely interested in those. I'm not sure of the price on them, but they definitely look really nice, and they are really pretty. I'll be curious to kind of see the reviews on those, because I haven't really tried any loose highlights from, not loose highlights, but pressed highlights from ColourPop. I've tried their Super Shock Cheeks, but I've never tried like the pressed pan highlights. I know that a lot of people do like them, so I'll be curious to see the reviews on these and kind of see maybe the swatches of the bronzers and everything like that. But the eyeshadow palette's definitely a miss for me, and then I'm not the biggest fan of their glossy lips, so that doesn't really interest me either. But let me know what you guys think of these new launches from ColourPop. Will you be picking them up? Morphe just launched their MegaMatte Lipsticks. There is 5 different new lipsticks, and they're actually all red. I think that this is kind of different. So they're all red lipsticks, and they all have different kind of undertones, and they all look like different shades, but they're all red, and it is available now. They are $9 individually, or you can get the whole set of them for $35. This is kind of intriguing. This is their first bullet lipstick that they've came out with. I'm really curious to see the formula. I kind of think it's cool that they're just different shades of red, like different hints of red. I don't know that you would necessarily need a full set of that many reds, so I don't know if I would want the entire set, but I definitely think that it's cool that they kind of came out with it like in a set. I think that's kind of different to kind of start out with and get people, you know, feeling the formula or whatever. So I definitely think that these are really intriguing. I will see, maybe if they come into Ulta, maybe I'll pick one of them up just to kind of see what the formula is like, but I definitely won't be purchasing right away. But the shades of red actually look really, really cool, and they definitely interest me. So this is something I'm interested in. I don't think I'm going to purchase right away though, but let me know what you guys think. Are you planning on getting these new lipsticks from Morphe? BECCA has 2 different face palettes that they are launching. These are their Be Light palettes, and they are actually a face palette, and there is 2 of them. So there is a medium to dark and then a light to medium, which I do like that they have 2 different palettes. That's really awesome. So these have a brightening powder in them. So it's a brightening powder as well as a blurring powder, which is something new. So it says here that these are $46 each palette. These include a brightening powder to use all over the face to brighten and boost radiance, and then also a blur powder, which is used all over the face to blur imperfections and even the complexion. And then also inside them, they have a blush and a bronzer shade. So a bronzer, a blush, a blur, and a brighten. I think that that's really cool and really different. And I love the packaging that they did for these. It just looks really, really luxe and really nice. And these are $46. So I don't think the price is horrible. It is a bit high, but BECCA's price tag is normally pretty high. I think that this is definitely catching my attention. I think it's really cool. I'll be curious to see the reviews on this one again, but definitely anything blurring is something I'm into, and also brightening. I think that that's really cool, and this palette seems really different. And I like that it has, you know, the bronzer in there as well. And the blushes look to be more of like a swirl or like a baked blush, which is really cool too. So I'm definitely curious about this one. Definitely gonna probably be picking this one up because I think it's really interesting. And I definitely think that this is something really cool and different for BECCA. So let me know what you guys think down below if you are planning on getting this one or not putting it in your cart. Glow Recipe is coming out with these new sheet masks, and they are part of their Watermelon Glow Jelly, which is like a overnight mask that you can use from Glow Recipe. And they're coming out with these sheet masks that actually look really cool. There's 2 different parts to them. So there's a lower part and then a higher part, which I love sheet masks like that because I feel like they're just so much easier to apply. And this is going to help smooth the skin, depuff, and you can use it in the morning before your makeup to calm redness. So I think that this is cool, but I have tried the watermelon jelly mask from them, and I hate the smell of it. So this isn't going to be something I'm picking up because I cannot stand the smell of that stuff. It just smells like an artificial watermelon smell that I just don't like. I love the smell of like watermelon, but there's just that certain just like fake watermelon smell that I just can't get over. So I'm assuming this is gonna have probably the same scent that the other mask does, and I just can't get on board with that mask. These are only $8, which I think is cool. So definitely if you guys are wanting to try out the Watermelon Glow and want it in a mask form, this is definitely something cool and something you might be interested in. It says that these will be available on June 1st at Sephora. The last thing I want to talk about this week is MAC is coming out with a Fix Plus that is matte. So they have the glowy Fix Pluses, they also have the new scented Fix Plus, and now they have a Fix Plus matte. So I am curious about this. I'll be curious to see see what people are saying, and I'll be curious to kind of try it out. I might go to like Ulta and see if I can't put it on, or go to a MAC store and try it out and see if it really does make you appear more matte. It's not something that I'm really interested in because for me, I normally go for more glowy skin. So a matte setting spray isn't something that I really necessarily will want. Also, when I use my MAC setting spray or my MAC Fix Plus, I typically don't use it to really set my face. I use it more for, you know, to make my eyeshadow more pigmented, or to spritz on to kind of help melt my powders. There's quite a few things that I use it for, but I don't think that that would be something that I would really need from my Fix Plus because I don't necessarily use it as a setting spray, so I'm assuming that's where they're kind of marketing that for the matte one. So I don't think I'll be getting this one, but I think it's really cool that they're expanding the line. I know there's a few other products they're launching with that as well, so that's really cool, but definitely something I'm not really going to be picking up. So that is my final thoughts on all of the new makeup releases, and talking if I'm going to put them in my cart or forget about them. Let me know what you guys think of the products that are launching soon or launching this week. I will link down below the things that I mentioned if I can find them, if they're out yet. Let me know what products you guys are most excited for, or what products you're not most excited for. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go. I post new videos Monday through Friday. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.